Hi there. Sorry for the clickbaity title, but it is, in my opinion, that headstock tuners, like this one, are the least desirable option when it comes to tuning your guitar. Well, why do I think this? There are three reasons. The first being that they're just plain ugly when you leave them stuck in your headstock. That doesn't look good at all. The second reason is that they're usually pretty fragile. So they're housed in this cheap plastic casing. Screws on some of the ones that I've had, the screws have come loose. And I've actually bought 2 new headstock tuners for this video alone because all my other ones are broken. And that's just from regular use. I wasn't even gigging with them. And number 3 is accuracy. They're just not that good at doing the job that they were designed for, which is tuning your guitar. Whenever I do use a headstock tuner, I usually have to make corrections by ear afterwards. And here is a Tribute TRI TN2 headstock tuner, which is the cheapest one available in stores around my area in Australia. It's retailed for 11 Australian dollars. So I am going to do a little test now with this Tribute tuner. I'm going to test out the Diodario tuner and compare the results I get from these headstock tuners to the tuner inbuilt in my Line 6 Helix, which is a high quality reliable tuner which would give the same accuracy as a Boss TU3. So what I'm going to do now is tune my guitar with the Tribute headstock tuner, and first of all we're just going to see how it sounds, and then we're going to compare the results to the Line 6 Helix. Alright, here we go. So let's tune my Fender Stratocaster. Let's turn this on. Here we go, we've got the E in tune. Now the A, D, G, E's in tune. Just double check them all. Alright, let's see how it sounds. So it sounds pretty good, but to me it does sound a little bit out in the G, B and E strings. Maybe the G. Let's see. Okay, so the G was a little bit out. Let's check it out now. It's not bad. You might need to listen through studio monitors or headphones to really hear the subtle out of tuneness of the guitar, but it is just a little bit out on some of the thinner strings, and that's just relative tuning. I'm not sure how in tune the guitar actually is. So let's now compare it with the Line 6 Helix. I'll turn the tuner on, and okay. So let's check the E. So the E is reading pretty sharp. The E is reading pretty sharp. Let's check the A now. The A is reading really flat. As you can see on the headstock tuner, it's still in tune. D is also flat, okay. The headstock tuner is out. I'll just fix it a little bit. Okay, I'll let it have that one. G string is pretty flat. The B is very flat. I'll fix it just enough. it says in tune on the tuner, on the headstock tuner, but still out of tune on the Helix. Now let's check out the E string. Very flat. It's not even registering on the fine part of the Helix tuner. But it still says it's in tune on the headstock tuner. Okay, cool. Let's see if the Diodario does any better. I actually really love Diodario products. I'm using NYXL strings on my guitar, on most of my guitars, and most of my guitar maintenance products are Diodario. So I do really like the brand, but this is a budget headstock tuner. It was $20 Australian. So I actually haven't used this one yet. I'm expecting it to perform like a budget headstock tuner. Hopefully a bit better than the Tribute, but let's see. Okay, as you can see on the headstock tuner, everything is in tune. And let's see how it compares to the Helix. The E's pretty good. The A is quite flat. The D, it's a little bit flat. The G is very flat. The B and the E is flat. So looks like the threshold for what a headstock tuner considers to be in tune is of a much wider margin than a really high quality tuner like the one in the Helix or a Boss TU3 or the Korg CA30, which plugs into the guitar, which is a very reliable tuner. So now I'm going to do another test where I'm going to tune the E string as flat as I can while still getting an in-tune reading on the headstock tuner, the A string as sharp as I can while still getting an in-tune reading on the headstock tuner, and alternate between the other 4 strings in that manner. So flat, sharp, flat, sharp, flat, sharp, while all still getting this to read in tune. Then we're going to see how it sounds. Alright, so let's turn this back on. Alright, so I'll do the E as flat as I can. Now the A as sharp as I can. Now the D as flat as I can. Now the G is sharp. Now the B is flat. And the E as sharp as I can. Let's see how that sounds. It is more noticeable on certain chords, but to me that doesn't sound in tune. Let's compare those results to what it says on the Helix. So once again, the E is quite flat. The A is pretty much bang on. D is a little flat. G's pretty much bang on. B was a bit flat. And E's pretty sharp. So yeah, I would not show up to a gig and that be my opening chord. Wow. Let's now see how the Tribute tuner does in the same test. So once again, I'm going to do this E as flat as I can, this A as sharp as I can, and alternate for the rest of the 4 strings while still getting an in-tune reading on the headstock tuner. you hear that? You can hear the pitch going up while it still says it's in tune. Okay, so hypothetically, you're tuning your guitar and each string is flat, sharp, flat, sharp, flat, sharp, and you're just tuning it to the threshold of when the tuner says it's in tune. This is what your guitar is going to sound like. Really noticeable on that E major chord. Let's see what it says on the Helix. So the E, I'll just get it in tune. The E is very flat. The A is very sharp. The D is very flat. G is so sharp. B's flat. It's not even registering on that little fine tuner section, the smaller bars. Okay, and E's very sharp. Very, very sharp. That's why it doesn't sound in tune. So now let's tune it up with the Helix and see how the guitar sounds. I set this guitar up myself, so it should sound really good, assuming I know what I'm doing. Alright, so now I'm going to tune it with the Helix. Alright, let's see how the guitar sounds after being tuned with the Helix. That sounds so much better. Now, how does the clip-on tuner actually work? It actually works very much the same way as a piezo pickup does. Piezo? I don't know. So Headstock tuner picks up the vibrations that the guitar is making and uses that to discern what frequency the guitar is vibrating at to tell you if you're in tune or not. So the Headstock tuner is actually relying quite heavily on the natural resonance of your instrument. Now the TC Electronic PolyTune claims to have an accuracy of 0.5%, and the Peterson Strobe Headstock tuner claims to have an accuracy of 0.1%, but you will be paying extra accordingly for that accuracy. So if you do really enjoy a Headstock tuner's main selling point, which is the convenience, then I do recommend getting the Peterson Strobe clip-on tuner or the TC Electronic PolyTune clip-on tuner. If you do play casually and you just want a tuner nearby that'll give you, a pretty good reading, then I think the Diodari does a great job for that. Yeah. It will get your guitar relatively in tune, but it wouldn't be something that you'd use on a recording, and personally I wouldn't use them at gigs. And you'd be crazy to try and internet your guitar with one of these. If you are looking for a budget-friendly, small, portable tuner that is also accurate, I recommend getting the Korg CA30 and a patch cable. You'll plug straight into your guitar and get a direct signal where the tuner can do its job. For me personally, these simply aren't accurate enough. When I'm playing gigs or recording sessions, I want my guitar to be in tune. Even at home, I can hear it if it's just that little bit out, and yeah, I'd rather the accuracy than the convenience. So in my opinion, whenever you're tuning your guitar, bass, ukulele, or shark, just use a tuner that you can actually plug into. You'll get much better results. Let me know in the comments what you think about Headstock tuners.